All right. Sales 202. Value propositions. I'm gonna get everybody. What's up, Village? What's up, Michael J? What's up, Everage? What's up, NJ? What's up, Caleb? I missed someone in there. My bad. I'm gonna get you though. I'm gonna get you right here. Kyle's. Got you. What's happening, Rusty? How's it going? ICT Diversified. What's up? Thank you for those invites. Connor, how's it going, man? Appreciate you guys joining us. Thank you for reminding me to turn off Moa Man Disturb here. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the hearts. Appreciate it. Quick thoughts on Christmas cards. I personally don't do them. Nothing wrong with it. Thank you for all those invites. Village, Moa Man, appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that. It is cold in Wichita right now. It is just rainy here in Georgia. I'm not a big fan of the Christmas cards thing. Just my personal opinion. Doesn't mean it doesn't work. Doesn't mean that, thank you, Joe. What's up, Joe? Thank you, Mr. Allman. Everage is back. I personally just don't do Christmas cards. I have gotten gift cards. I'm trying, Joe. I'm trying, man. Trying to just push it all out there. Gift cards, $5 gift cards for customers that leave me a review. NJA, what's up? If they have given me a customer, I give them like a month off, half a month off, a free visit. I mean, I try and get creative with that stuff. Yeah, that's a great point, and that's going to wrap right into our scope this evening about value proposition. We've kind of talked about what differentiates you from other landscapers, from other lawn care guys, from other contractors in general. Tonight we are going to simply talk about your value proposition. And in order to understand what your value proposition is, you have to understand what differentiates you. So for me, it's been communication. Thank you, Riley, for that invite. Again, appreciate the hearts. I see two. I know Riley's always pumping those hearts. I really appreciate that. But by the way, we're over 200 now. 230, 215, 217, something like that. Thank you. What's up, Lawman? So your value proposition is the value that you propose, whatever differentiates you or is different than your competition. However, you have to internalize your value proposition. And what I mean by that is that if communication is my value proposition, if that's what makes us different, if that's what makes us better, that's what I focus on, and that's what I get my customers to focus on. If we start slacking on the communication, I've lost my value proposition. I've lost focus of what ultimately makes our business successful. And so there are a lot of other things that go into the value proposition. Your competitive advantage, for instance, is one of those. To me, it's communication. We've all got these iPhones and the iPads, and so there is no excuse for why we can't communicate with customers. However, know you, and if you know that you're not a good communicator, that you can't scale that you can't take the time, in Sales 102, we talked a lot about building loyalty, adding value through loyalty, and building up a customer base that is rock solid. I am happy to say that in the last year, we've lost one customer. He was a guy that did it before. He started paying us $200 a month, I think, to come every other week. And then he wanted it every week for during the summer. And I think I went up to $300 or $350 or something on him, which was a solid increase, by the way. What's up, Larsons? So, but after 2 or 3 months, he was just like, I can't keep paying for it. I'm not getting the bang for the buck, in other words. So, which is totally fine, by the way. It's okay when customers leave. You're gonna find another one. You're gonna get one to replace them if you've got your value proposition in place. So your competitive advantages, whatever your capabilities are, whether it's maintenance, whether it's building 10 hardscape projects a year or a month, your capabilities, your serviceability, we've talked a lot about that, whatever your capacity is, right? And then the benefits of using you. That defines those three things Always, always linemen. Those three things determine your value proposition. And so, what differentiates us is communication. Our capabilities are that you're getting a call typically the same day, if not within 24 hours. A lot of that depends on the weather, how busy we are. Obviously, I'm still in the business, and so it's kind of hard when you're in the truck, when you're out on a mower, whatever you're doing, to be on top of that all the time, right? You never get any work done. But I understand what my capabilities are, and 24 hours is a reasonable amount of time. If a customer feels like that's not reasonable, I'm not sure we really want them as a customer, to be honest. Those expectations are just way too high. So, also, your value proposition should be comparable or similar to what your competition is doing, someone that looks like you. Don't compare yourself, if you're a solopreneur, don't compare yourself to Brickman, to Brightview now. Don't compare yourself to the guy down the street that's got 10, 15, 20 employees. So, that's value proposition. That's all we're going to talk about tonight. So, if you have any questions related to that, I'll be happy to answer any questions about that. If you watch the Snap story, have any questions about that, we'll talk about that. But those three things: competitive advantages, capabilities, and then the benefits. So, and that's for you and for the customer. How do I personally market my business? Thanks for that retweet, Brian. Sorry, I'm not sure. I'm trying to get a little more context there. So if you could give me a little more, how do I market my business, or how do I market the value proposition? Both, either or. Thank you for those hearts. I think it's understanding what the market wants. And so in this area, there's two types of customers, in my opinion. The first is the one that just drives up after you've been there and goes, yep, he's been here, he did his job, we're going to send that check again this month. Done, right? And then there's another that requires a little more finesse, a little more handling, at least with maintenance, that wants things done a little particular. We charge accordingly for that, just because it takes more time. And it's a simple explanation. We talked in Sales 101, I think, about setting expectations, understanding time is money. And so if you have 5 minutes a month, an hour a month, whatever it is that you've got to commit to that one customer through email, through a phone call, through a text message, through walking the property personally, in person, whatever, sorry, then that's time and that's money. So you got to compensate for those things. We just went up on our pricing again, and I think we're going to end up losing probably 3 or 4 customers because of it. But honestly, the demand is so high right now, and I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you what's going on, the truth here. The demand is high. The calls are still coming in. The reputation is still there. People still want us to come and do their yard, maintenance-wise, every other week. And so we're kind of pivoting from a lot of weekly customers. I think we had like 9 or 10 through the summer, kind of cutting that back. And then, yeah, it's just a pivot, man. It's just a pivot. I'm just trying to give you guys some perspective. And I hope by this point you guys know I'm authentic enough to understand none of this is bragging. This is just straight talk, what's going on in my business, how I think you guys might be able to apply some of it. I was also telling Caleb earlier in the snaps that leaves, you guys saw, leaves are going crazy right now. They're soaking wet. They're a pain. It takes so much longer. We adjust. We go get some customers that don't have leaves or have minimal leaves. And, I'd rather have 10 customers that have few leaves than 5 customers with a ton of them. It cuts down on our efficiencies, therefore our profitability. You have to think this way in your business. If you're not, you're going to be where you are 5, 10 years from now. You got to adjust. You got to compensate one way or another. But differentiators are your competitive advantage, and we can go deeper on that if you want. Capabilities and benefits. Any other questions on those 3? And we'll go deeper if you want, because I got a whole list of things here. What's up, Shauna 1995? Hereby 9-10 times. No, not really. I mean, you got to kind of know your potential customers. In my opinion, there's warm season, there's cool season, grass is here. So it can go both ways. During the summer, yeah, fescue, the rye and stuff is going, especially if they've got irrigation, is going crazy. Um, so we kind of didn't, and this is on me, we kind of didn't really plan for that during the first 6 months of the business. I had less than 10 customers at the time, I was working part-time. I was just happy to have the work. But now, a year later, when we're trying to go from $250,000 company to a $500,000 company, I mean, that's a jump, right? To double in the next year is going to be a feat. And so we need to really focus on our strengths. One of our strengths, I think, is mowing, edging, trimming, blowing on a bi-weekly basis. Yeah, our packages start at 200. I only have a couple customers, 2 or 3, that are less than 200 a month. That are just tiny yards. I mean, they're the size of this table right here. Like, they're tiny. But they don't take us a lot of time. Two or three of them are right across the street. Scott, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. We do some service. We don't do any installations. I have a subcontractor that I use for that. For me, it's just easier to pass that off. Yes, they are, Riley. Hey, Steven. How's it going? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, yeah. That's it for tonight. How long are we looking there? 15 minutes? 12? Something like that? Cool. Brian, I see you. Joseph, what's up? Caleb's still on? He's giving the kids a bath, I'm sure. Appreciate the hearts, dudes. Riley's killing it with the hearts. Always killing it with the hearts. Braden, what's up? Mower Man, I appreciate 410 hearts. That's awesome. No. Lawn care. That's it. We did a lot of landscaping stuff, installs and stuff over the summer. Not anymore. Not anymore. That's up to you, Scott. I think you got to know what your business is. I like what Riley's talking about. I like flat rate packages. If you go to themarshlandscaping.com, you see 3 levels of service. You get the basic, kind of the medium, and then the higher end that includes fertilization, weed control, that type of stuff. And I just subbed that out to another fertilization company at this point, just because I don't have my applicator's license. But yeah, no, that's where we started. Honestly, it's great money for the hours that you put into it. And yeah, so Brian, appreciate all those hearts, man. I really do. All those purple hearts just flying. So it goes both ways, NJA. Most of the time I just price it based on the size of the yeah, right. I just price it on the size of the yard. Not really John Deere 7 there. No skid steer work at this point. Now we're probably gonna offer, in addition to Atlanta aeration, we're gonna offer like some, I think the lawn care rookie's doing like some yard renovations, stuff like that. Joe's buddy is flat wrong. Joe's buddy is flat wrong in restoring. It's the reality. It's one of the reasons I got into this business. I got a Skag 48-inch V-Ride and a Toro Time Master 30-inch. Keith Kalfas is wrong? I don't think so. Does he say that? I don't watch all his stuff, but if he's saying that, he's wrong. Sorry, Keith. It's the reality. Yeah, we try to go year-round, and that's why with the leaves and stuff, we're still there. With some of these newer customers, newer construction, less trees, yeah, it's year-round. There might be like a solid month of like February maybe, that we don't have any leaves, sticks, stuff like that falling. So Riley, I appreciate those hearts, man. I really do. Just pumping away. And Joe who? Diversified, I see you. Thank you, my brother. So, that's it. That's it for tonight. Sales 202. value proposition. That's right. That's right. And you know what's crazy, Brian, is that, you know, it's not easy, right? It takes time, it takes hustle, like, especially if you want to try and get another company off the ground. I mean, you know, snow plowing is basically another company because of the equipment, and you could break them out totally separate, right? But that's what I'm finding with Atlanta aeration right now is that it is a whole nother beast, and you have to go to market a whole different way. My goal with this sales stuff was that we would keep it real superficial for sales 101 through 5. 202, we're going to dig a little bit deeper into value proposition, differentiator, so on and so forth. By the time we get down to sales 501 and like we're going to be talking about like theory behind all of this. So still kind of writing some of the script up for that. Mowerman, it is me and one guy. We are basically part-time through the winter and fall here. Basically. I say basically, we still end up working 30 hours a week or so. Something like that. Ah, gotcha, Scott. Yeah, no, you can make, if you play your cards right, and if you get the right customers, and if you're doing the work that you like to do, um, the possibilities are endless. And if the phone doesn't stop, adjust your price up. Like, anyway, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for the Hearts replay viewers if you're still watching. Thank you. Yeah, for a while there it was me, Mowerman, just me. No, I know, Brian, you're never gloating. You're not gloating. Everyone in this room knows the love. They know the love. They know there's no bragging. This is just real talk. We're not comparison anything here. Yeah, no, I agree. 100%. All right, dudes. Thank you so much for joining us again. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the shares. We appreciate it. In fact, I'm going to give you one more minute just to swipe right or up. Or right. I think it's up. Share with your followers. Share on Twitter. I know a ton of you have already done it, but I really, really, really appreciate it. I'm also trying to get Gary Vaynerchuk into, thank you for that tweet there, Mowerman. Trying to get Gary Vaynerchuk into this area. I think our network deserves his attention. So hopefully, thank you, ICT. I appreciate that. Hopefully sooner than later. For some of you that watch his stuff, yeah, no joke. Dude, he was opening my snaps the other night like he was in Atlanta on Sunday night, I think, for like a meeting or something. I must have sent him 20 snaps, snapped me right back. But I was also on, if you guys go to Ask Gary V with the Simon Sinek. Oh yeah, Simon Sinek, he was talking about self-awareness. I'm on that episode. Go there and watch it. YouTube, Simon Sinek, Gary Vaynerchuk, Ask Gary V show. I was on there. I think I was the second question, like 11 minutes in or so. You'll see. In fact, I think I was wearing this hat too. Oh, he always comments back. He always does. I'm going to try and show you guys real quick. As long as we got a second. You know what? We got YouTube right here. Hold on. Let's see. And gonna get it right here. 2 seconds. I promise. Anyway, while we're waiting, what are you guys doing today? Did any of you watch the scope earlier? Positivity. Did that mean anything to anyone? Or was it just me? He did. He does. All the time. Anyway, I can't make it up. I'll show you. You see? There you go. Mm-hmm.